Hello guys, welcome again to Coding Clown. This is Tarun Chawla here. Today I'm going to talk about statements in Python. There are three types of statements. First, sequential statements. We have seen sequential statements in my previous videos. Today I'm going to talk about conditional statements. Now I will going to explain you what are statements basically. Anything that do something is called statement, like declaring a variable, printing something on the screen, adding two numbers and storing in another variable could be considered as a statement. Now I have example of sequential statement here. You can see print hello. Now after that I am declaring name clown, and after that I am printing the name variable. Now here you can see these statement execute sequence wise. First the print hello will get executed. Second the name equals to clown declaration of variable will get executed. After that print name will get executed. As you can see, these all statements get executed sequence wise. I will show you in an example. Like I have a equals to 10, print 20, then print 10 plus 20 plus a. Now you will see, okay, I didn't save the code. As you can see, first the variable a get declared, 10 gets stored in a. After that print 20 get printed on the screen. After that my last statement print 10 plus 20 which is equal to 30 plus a which is 10. At last I get 40. So you can see these statements are getting executed sequence wise. But what if I want to change the sequence or flow of these statements which are get executed according to the sequence? We can do that. Like if a person's age is above 18, we have to print you can vote, and if the person's age is less than 18, I have to print you cannot vote. These statements are conditional. Some condition is applied to that statement, like print you can vote. A condition is applied if the user is 18 plus, then he is eligible to vote. That statement will only executed if the variable has age greater than 18. That's what I am saying. I will give you example here. Let me create a variable age and take input from user. As I mentioned, input function is used to take input from the user, like enter your age. As you can see, I am getting input. Now this input will be in string data type, so I have to convert it into int. I can use this syntax to convert this input into integer. This function will return a string to me, and that string will be converted to integer by this syntax. So I will check. The syntax is if, then I will write condition age greater than 18, greater than equals to 18. Now as you can see, this is our conditional statement. If it returns true, the statement inside it I have to put indentation. This must be of 4 spaces, as you can see. So this is necessary. In Python it will result in error if we don't put indentation after if statement. So I will print you can vote. Okay, I will do that and I will run this program. As you can see, it is asking for my age. I will enter 18. Output is you can vote. If I put my age less than 18, like 15, I am getting nothing, because this statement will only get executed if my age will be greater than 18 or equals to 18. We can also use else statement with it. If else, known as if else. Now if this condition is true, this will get printed, this will get executed. These statements inside this block, all the statement this inside the block get executed if the age is greater than equal to 18. But if the condition is false, then it will go to the else part and the statements under the else part got executed. As you can see, no, no, you can vote, no, you can't vote. vote. So if I will put now my age less than 18, like 17, I'm going to get you can't vote because this condition is false here. So the statements under the if block will not get executed, and it will else part and execute all the statements present in the else part, and after executing else part it will return the flow of control to this line. Like if it has something like print by will be printed automatically. The flow will automatically transfer to the next statement outside if else. Like I am 14 now, you can see you can't vote by. You can see this condition is false as I put my age 14. So these statements under if block does not get executed, and after it jumps to else part, and after reaching else part it execute all the statements present in the else block, and after that the flow of the statement reaches this, and this will get executed and our program is ended at last, and it got finishes. That's all about it. If else, we can also use multiple if statements, like if age is greater than equal to 30, print you will get free meal. As you can see, you will get free meal. If there is some kind of, like if I put 31, you can vote, you will get free meal. Now here you can see, if I have a program like this, I only need to check this statement. If this statement gets true, I will print this, and I will not check the other statements. But in this case, if I am using if and if, after checking this condition, if it gets true, it will print this, and after that it will also check this. If I use elif here, then it will only check this statement. If this statement becomes true, it will not going to check this statement, because the first condition is true, and I am saying that if this condition is not true, then only check this condition. If this condition is true, then not check this condition. That's why I am using elif here. Else if, full form of elif is else if. Now you will understand. If I run this code again and I put like 30 here, 31 here, I am only getting you can vote, because this is checking this condition only, and this condition is true. So this condition is true, that's why it's not going to else if part and not checking that condition. If I used if here, then it will check, but if I use elif, then it will not going to check. It is really helpful in some tasks where we don't only want to check the first condition is true. If the first condition is not true, then we want to check the next condition. But in some cases we need to check all the condition, where there we can use if, and if there is need of only checking the first condition is true, then we don't need to check the other condition. There we can use elif part. That's all about the conditional statements. We can create more letters like if, elif. We can use any number of conditions according to our need in program. This is all about the conditional statements in Python. You will get this code I will provide you, and here are the notes. In today's video I have wrote notes in Jupyter Notebook. You can run these codes by clicking the link below the description. You will find these, and I have provided a great notes like what are conditional statements, what is the syntax, and I have explained each and everything, why we can use if, why there is reason of using elif instead of if, and Python. I have also provided a Python example to you, so you can check it out, all of these from the link in the description, and I will see you in the next one. And in next video we will talk about the iterative statements in Python. After that I will try to build a game using conditional and iterative statements, which you will going to enjoy. Bye bye, I will see you in the next one.